welcome to my January 2019 unboxing. I received 2 plants in one shipment just a couple of days ago. They came from the PA Orchid Exchange. I bought both of these plants through Etsy actually, and so you can see that this is some unique packaging. They're pretty small plants that I bought. They're still really little. But look at how well this packaging works. They shipped beautifully. I was so excited seeing this. This is a Calathea zebrina, and I saw it on their Etsy store. I was so excited about its size because I do like to get younger, more juvenile plants and then grow them into mature plants whenever I can. And it was great to find plants that were this healthy and this young still. So here I am kind of just taking the swaddling off of it. Look at how perfect that is. Just a beautiful little Calathea zebrina, so well packaged, healthy right out of the box. The heat pack was still warm that had been packed with the plants. And overall, the Calathea just looks so happy, really free of any sort of shipping damage. And here is a Philodendron black cardinal. I also picked this up, and I just absolutely love this plant. It's just gorgeous. What's interesting is that its petals, or I should say its leaves rather, are a different color when you first get them when they're juveniles, and as they mature, they darken. Here is another plant that I ordered. This is from a different seller on Etsy, and this is a Calathea Picturata argentea. And here I am just trying to get into it. It was in this kind of triangle-shaped box, and at first I had forgotten. This is the second time I've forgotten when I have ordered a plant that isn't potted. I thought, oh, what an odd shape for this. But as soon as I really started to work open this plant and to release it a little bit from the packaging, I was like, oh, that's right. I ordered this plant. It's bare root. There you go. Its root ball is right there. Absolutely lovely. Look at this Picturata argentea. It is beautiful. I'm so happy with it. I have to tell you that recently I have bought more plants that are bare root as opposed to potted, and they are so much easier for me to pot when they're bare rooted. And so this is something that I probably plan to do more of. And the seller shared this is meant to be in a 6-inch pot. So it is a little bit further along in terms of maturity. You can see it in comparison here to the zebrina and to the black cardinal. So, just so pleased. It looks really healthy. It's beautiful. Here's the zebrina potted. So I did get this into a new pot. I really have been going back to using terracotta pots a little bit more, just to help control moisture. Here is the Philodendron black cardinal in a similar terracotta pot. You can see these little tiny rocks that I keep down in the water tray. That's really to make sure that the plants are never in sitting water. And here is the Picturata argentea. And you can see this has been potted as well in a terracotta pot. Looking lovely. You see some new growth right there. Very excited about that. So easy to pot when they ship bare root. It makes really all of the difference. A lot of times you're going to want to remove the old soil around the roots, and then you need to be really careful of the roots, and you need to keep everything really damp. When they come bare root, it's a lot easier to get them into the pot and to get them straight. You can see here I have a little bit of cleaning up to do with my zebrina. I've got some potting soil that got kind of in the leaves into some of the new growth. But I am just overall so absolutely pleased. This is really just such a beautiful little plant. And I watered them after they'd been potted for a bit, I gave them a moment and I did let them adjust to my house a little bit before I repotted them. So happy with this. A really beautiful plant. I can't wait to see this mature. I'm very excited about it. And I've never gotten a Calathea quite this small. This is a really small little Calathea, and it just almost looks like a miniature Calathea because it's already developing so much new growth and has other established leaves. The black cardinal, again, I have never had a black cardinal before. This is my first, and I know that they have these different colored leaves as juveniles. You can see some of the new growth there in the center, and I'm very interested to understand as it matures how the color of its leaves will change, what it'll look like when they'll start to darken. And I'm also a little bit curious about light conditions, so I'm going to do a little bit more research about how and when the leaves change color. And of course, one more time, my Picturata argentea. I am just so pleased with this Calathea. It is stunning. It is absolutely stunning. So happy with it. Already have the perfect spot for it, where I know that it's going to get light conditions that Calatheas seem to enjoy in my home. And hope that it does well in the terracotta pot, because this is an unglazed pot and I have been using mostly glazed pots. And if you know anything about these terracotta pots, when they're not glazed, you definitely see the dampness seep out into the clay. And so I'm interested to see how this does, and hopefully it'll do well and it'll help to, keep the moisture balanced. And I might have to actually water this and the Zebrina and the Picturata argentea a little bit more because they are in unglazed terracotta, but that's fine. I'm going to keep an eye on it. It is winter. There they are. Thanks for watching. Until next time, be well and take care.